Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. It's been quite a while since I've sat behind my camera and done a YouTube video for you guys. I will be getting into all of the reasons why I haven't been uploading and everything else that I've been going through in the last few months. So if you guys are interested to hear where I've been in the last 2 or 3 months, then please keep on watching. So I think the last time I uploaded a video was back in February, I think it was, and since then, in all honesty, I just don't feel that I've had the mental capacity to sit and upload and speak to you. I don't know if you guys are aware, but I've also taken quite a extended break from social media, and the more I wanted to try and get back into it, the less I could, if that makes any sense. Just after Christmas, I decided to have a break on social media. I got kind of sucked into the whole social media vibe, and you know, I was posting quite consistently on my business page, and I really feel like it made me quite ill. Towards the end, I was, you know, just looking at the amount of likes that I was getting and the comments, and to see if people had followed or if someone had shared my page, and it was just got like too much. And eventually that bubble burst for me. I had, you know, things going on with my own personal health that I kind of brushed aside and thought, do you know what, no, hang on, I'm actually going to get ready with you guys, so whilst I talk. So before we get into all that tea and all that drama, I'm just going to prime my face using my Tatcha skin canvas. In regards to like my own personal health, I kind of, you know, put what I was going through just on the back burner. So last summer, I don't know if you guys remember or if you've been like following that far back, I was told that I was perimenopausal, if that's what you want to call it. I was going through the menopause, and at the time it really did upset me so much, and I couldn't really say the word without, you know, breaking into tears and like just not really fully understanding what my body was going through, you know, what it meant for me body wise, mentally wise, how it was going to affect me. And I put all of that aside and just focused on my business. Those of you that don't know me, I own a business called V Beauty London, range of products going from lash and brow serum to the hair oil to cleansing balms, and I kind of focused on my business and just tried to not think too much about what my body was actually going through. And in hindsight, I think that's probably the worst thing that I could have done, although it did give me a distraction from what I was actually going through. So just to give you a little bit of background, my periods stopped in, I think it was around January, December last year. And then I went for like numerous blood tests, and I, you know, sat with my doctors and I said, I don't understand why my periods have stopped. And we were doing pregnancy tests. It turned out, you know, after going back to like the doctors and, you know, really pushing for more tests to try and establish what was going on with my body, at the same time I was having like these hot flashes, and literally my skin, my nails, my hair, everything was just drying up, and we didn't understand what was going on. So eventually, after doing numerous blood tests, the doctor said that I was going through premenopausal. I'm 36, I'm 37 this year, so, you know, obviously, naturally, it was devastating to hear that, because I did have plans to extend my family, and just being told that that wasn't going to happen without medical intervention, if at all that as well, was actually really, really heartbreaking. And do you know what, I'm not gonna lie to you, it really did like crush my soul. And when I think about it now, I get emotional, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna cry on camera. It did really take its toll on me, and I decided when I got told in February, March last year, that I was just gonna, you know, not focus on it too much, and just, you know, let everything just be natural and see what comes of it. So I put all of my focus and attention onto my business, and I tried to make View Beauty London the best that I possibly could. Whilst doing that, I did make some stupid mistakes, but you live and you learn. I get hundreds of DMs on my Instagram page, and a few of them were, "Hi, we can help you grow your business. Would you like us to help you?" Da-da-da, da-da-da. Going through what I was going through health-wise, I thought, do you know what, this could only be a good thing. So I'm just going to go in with my foundation. I have been loving Too Faced recently, and I use the shade Sand, although I feel this is a tad bit too dark. But around that time, a company approached me and said, "Hi, we can grow your social media page. Are you interested?" And for me, obviously, you know, it's all about growing my business and getting my name out there. And, you know, if I can make my business a success, then in all honesty, anyone in my position, who wouldn't do that? Who wouldn't want their page to be popular and, you know, to have more followers? Because for me, followers doesn't just mean, you know, the amount of likes that I get. Followers for me means sales. I said, "Oh my God, yes, this sounds amazing. What do we do?" So we set it up, and I kind of let them just do what it is they needed to do, because I just thought, you know what, I've got like professionals looking at it, so I'm not gonna like get involved. The only thing they told me to do was just post regularly, which I tried to do as much as I could. So we done that. We got to, I mean, like, the page did get lots and lots of followers very, very quickly. And I think we grew like up to 8,000, 9,000. Around the same time, I approached a big YouTuber in America called Rich Lux, who I think out of all of this, the one thing that I can be thankful for is the amazing friendship that we built up. So we sponsored a video for him. We, you know, sponsored a few Instagram stories as well. And he would, like, you know, speak about the products. We sent them out to him as well. So it wasn't just that he was reviewing stuff that he'd never actually seen or, you know, touched. Or so he did have the product. So we sent stuff out to Rich. And then we got crossed over like the 10,000 follower mark, which for me, again, you know, over 10,000 on Instagram means that you can get the swipe up option. And in my head, I was just like, well, this is amazing, because now every time I do a sale, or, you know, if there's a new product coming up, I can link the website onto the swipe up, and then customers or people watching my stories could, you know, just easily swipe up and get, like, you know, linked back to the shop. So in my head, I didn't actually think that it was a bad thing, until eventually I would do posts, and, you know, considering we had like, you know, 8,000-9,000 people, you would think that we would get like 800-900 likes and stuff like that, and we wasn't doing that. That wasn't happening. And I sat back and I thought, well, that's a bit strange, because surely if I've got this many followers, these people are all interested to see. I mean, you don't just hit follow with anyone. You hit follow because you like something that this page is giving you, or you think it might benefit you in some way, or you like the person behind the brand. Also, there's got to be a reason why you've pressed follow, and that wasn't really showing in the engagement that we were getting on the Instagram page. So I went back to this company and I said, look, I'm really not sure what's going on, but like my engagement doesn't really seem to be there, because I could like see how many people were looking at my Instagram stories, and it was all really just like, the same people, my circle of friends, and like, my family, and like really dedicated, loyal customers that had previously bought from me. And the followers that are real compared to like just big fluffy numbers. And then I spoke to somebody else, and they said to me, do you know what, you can actually check like your business insights, because I'm a business page. You can actually go onto like your audience and your insights and see exactly like where these customers are. And oh my god, when I actually checked what was going on with my page, it was literally people from Peru and just across that side of the world, and then the other side of like Thailand, and the age range, and like some of these followers were like 14 to 16-year-old boys, and I was just like, this is not right. Something is not right here. And by this time, the page, again, every night I'd wake up to go over 11,000 followers, and then like during the course of the day it would like drop back down again. And then like customers, actually people that know me, know my products, would message me and they would say, why did you buy followers? And I was like, okay, time to address this. So then like as soon as I found out, I did an Instagram live, and I went on, and you know what, probably to like my own detriment, because I did have like people at the time that told me not to do that, don't just address it, just leave it. And maybe in hindsight I think they're probably right. Maybe I shouldn't have like addressed it, but I wanted to be as transparent as I could be, and I didn't want there to be like a sense of she knows that this has happened and she's lying, and like now that she's just gonna like just gloss over it. So I didn't want that, so I actually addressed it on an Instagram live, and this is like going back to like November, December time, just before Christmas. And I sat down and I explained the whole sorry situation that I found myself in. Obviously, regardless to say, I left the social media company that I was with, because it's not what I signed up for. So then starts the big battle of actually getting rid of like all of these bots and all of these fake followers. I'm just going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, probably the best concealer ever. Next, it's now time to like remove all of these bot followers, and I had another lady that I would speak to quite often on social media, and like she helped me find a company that would run a audit on the page and get rid of like bot followers and people that aren't real and stuff. So we done that, and this is for me where I had to like take a step back. Well, I knew that people would be upset with me because of like what I had put my business through, but I never thought that I would lose people at the time that said were my friends, and like they were with me like from the beginning. And I always knew in my head that I was gonna piss people off by coming forward, because yeah, there are some really honest people that don't worry about numbers. And again, I am completely with you on that now. Looking back, I knew it was a mistake. And I know there's people that, you know, that have been building their page for years, and, you know, they're really proud of the engagement that they've got and how they're growing organically. And this is not a dig at them at all, you know. You do things that you think are in your best interest. And yeah, you know, maybe I took a stupid route. I should never have done like what I'd done. I should have just let it be, and, you know, everything would have worked out. At the time, I did feel like, you know, with my health wise, what I was going through was unfair. I didn't feel like, you know, I shouldn't have to go through this. Not at this age. I've still got, you know, I want my business to be a success. I want to start a family. I want to, or expand my family. And, you know, if I can have like a successful business behind me, then, you know, why shouldn't I do all this? So at the time, my head was all over the place. So I chose the decisions that I chose. In hindsight, not the best decisions, but we are where we are with that. So I did the program. I got rid of all the bots. If I look at my page now, I know that my followers are, and I might actually just put a screen up of it here somewhere, just to show you that I'm not waffling the most. You know, a lot of my followers now are based in the UK. They are, you know, predominantly female, which is brilliant. You know, I've got females of all ages, but at least they're not like, you know, 15-16-year-old boys. My engagement has gone up. Sometimes I feel like, you know, if you do a post just because it's you, the person, people aren't gonna like it, and I've come to accept that. What hurts me the most in all of this is I put my hands up to a mistake, and I kind of lost people that I didn't think that I would lose. People that I thought were my friends, and genuinely I thought they were my friends. They'd been with me. Of course, my camera died right in the middle of my heartfelt truth. Whilst the camera was cooling down, it keeps coming up with like too hot, so I had to like let it cool down. So whilst that was happening, I have done my eyebrows using my MAC stud pencil. Love this stuff. What really hurt me the most after I had, you know, come out and done a live and, like, you know, said to everyone about the truth about the followers going up and down, the people that I thought wouldn't end their journey with me kind of very quickly disbanded from me. And I just felt like, you know, at the time that I was, again, and I don't want this to sound like I'm, you know, I'm being made out to be the victim. I'm really not. I'm just like speaking my truth. I just felt like, you know, there were some people that I had met through social media at a time when they needed something from me and I needed something from them. So, you know, it was definitely a two-way street. You know, when I first started out on Instagram, I did need, you know, influencers, I needed bloggers, I needed people to like try my products, test my products, you know, put them on their stories to promote me as much as they could. So, you know, it was definitely a two-way thing. I needed something from them, they needed something from me. It just got to a point where I just feel like after the whole follower gate thing happened, a lot of people like decided to like take a step back and were kind of, you know, like sort of cancelled me in a way. I know, you know, especially like what's gone on with the beauty community at the minute, you know, we live in a very much sort of cancelled culture. And there were people that I thought would, you know, end their journey with me, which is, you know, absolutely fine. It is what it is. There was just a few people that I didn't expect that from. And I think that's what upset me probably the most. Right, I'm just gonna like set my face before all these creases start, and I'm gonna do that with my Too Faced powder, the Paula Skin Smoothing Pressed Powder. What kind of nonsense? £24 this was, £24, and Not cool, Two-Faced. Right. So yeah, and I think that's what, whilst I've been like off contemplating, like, you know, my page and like what's going on, and I have had some dark days. Like in January, I was completely and utterly, I had stuff going on at home that I had to deal with, and the only way I could was just take myself off social media, and we done that. We got through that, both my partner and I. We got through some pretty dark days together, and you know what, we're still here together, we're still here standing. So just the whole going back to, like, you know, people that I thought would still be here by my side, and then those people that I didn't think would stand by me. And you know, I've had a few conversations with, like, you know, some amazing people that have been in the game, in the industry for so long, and they just talk the truth, and they talk, you know, what's real. And this person, you know, they're forever on their social media page, you know, just calling out what's right from wrong. And I've had, you know, numerous conversations with this person, and they've really helped me just see that sometimes, you know, we create friendships on ideally what is a very false platform. It's, you know, social media is a big bubble at the minute, and I completely and utterly got sucked into it. You know, I was all about the followers, I was all about the likes, I was all about the engagement, the algorithm. You know, it did give me anxiety thinking about, why is my post not doing well? Why are these people not here for me anymore? You know, when they wanted something from me, I was there, I gave it to them, and now in my hour of need, I have no one. And I had to take a step back. I had to take a step back because, you know, I'm alive, I'm breathing, I have a child, I have a family, I have a home. You know, if you think about what really matters, everything that still matters to me, I still have. I still have my page. We're still smashing it out there with our product, out there doing the most, as some people say. Yes, I have taken a step back. Yes, I am, you know, not all in your face anymore. I'm not doing the lives. I'm not, you know, putting something. You'll probably go through days where you don't see me upload anything onto my story, and honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the people that have chosen to, you know, still send me a DM, and they still comment on like a stupid story that I put up. Do you know what? I'm okay with it, because these people, these are the real people. And I think I've come to learn that loyalty with some people is only until they have something to gain. The minute the benefit stops, their loyalty will end. Maybe it's a way for God to show me you don't need the fakeness, you just need like real people. Every now and then they'll send you a DM, they'll comment on your story. But I think what I'm trying to say is, it's especially like what's happened in like the beauty community this weekend. You know, we're so fast to like attack, and we're so fast to like cancel people out, and what we don't think about is the impact that we are having on like some people. You know, I think at the minute we are tearing down, for all intents and purposes, a 19-year-old that has made some pretty stupid mistakes, pretty, you know, errors in his judgment about what he's been doing and how he's been doing it. But the way that some people are literally tearing him down, at the end of the day, we're not stopping to think about what's actually going on inside someone's head. And, you know, it's not all for the gram, it's not all for the subscribers, it's not all for the views, it's not all for the likes. It's, you know, essentially somebody's life has literally just been turned upside down. And the person that started this tarty, I'm not laying any blame, and I don't even know why I'm getting involved in this drama. I think what I'm trying to say is, she's put up something on her story saying that she's not going to do another video. She still has a very heavy heart, and I respect her so much for that, because she could have come out guns blazing and saying, look at me, I'm on now 9 million subscribers, but she hasn't, and I respect her so much. I think the point that I'm trying to make is that I got sucked into this social media bubble, and I had to come out of it, and I had to take myself away, reevaluate what's important to me. You know, if I didn't have my camera, if I didn't have my Instagram page, if I didn't have like my YouTube, I still have my friends, I still have my family, I still have my loved ones around me, you know, and they're enough to pick me up and spur me forward, rather than, you know, this picture got this many likes, this picture that got that many likes. I'm literally waiting for the day that Instagram takes off the like count, because if you know what I went through tail end of last year, you would say absolutely you are 100% right. So hang on, I waffled for like 20 minutes straight. Okay, so I'm not gonna do any eyeshadow. Oh, I got my ear pierced, guys. I feel this is like my midlife crisis. I got my helix pierced and it's healing nicely. It's now been like 4 weeks, 3 weeks, and it still really hurts. So if you can just comment down below what I should be doing. Should it really be this painful still? Like, I still can't lay on it, and it's really horrible because I actually used to sleep on this side and now I have to sleep on my other side, which is a bit... Continuing to speaking my truth, I honestly do not want this to sound like a bitch fest. I am not singling out any one person when I speak about... I'm just gonna press down some of this powder onto my lid because I hate that line that you get. I am honestly not singling out any one person, any two people, a group of people. This is not that kind of video. I harbour no hatred for anyone when I'm making this video. This is just about what I have been through and what I was going through. Let's go back to talking about my health. So currently I am taking thyroxine because I have an underactive thyroid, which is what spurred me to create V Beauty London, because my hair was so dry, my skin was so bad, my nails were so bad. So I have to take thyroxine to get my levels back up there. The doctors have also put me onto hormone replacement therapy, and since September last year up until mid-April this year, I was taking a less duo. So for 15 days I have to take estrogen, and the 15 days after that I've got to take progesterone. The progesterone up my skin like you would not believe. So whilst taking estrogen, I felt the best. My hair was good, my skin was good, I was living my best life on estrogen. Come for the green pills now. Oh my god, that was a complete and utter no-go. Right, using my Ride or Die Lash Sensational Mascara. I love this stuff. Oh my god, I would have a band of spots running down my jaw. Big painful spots, like spots within a spot within a spot. I think once I had a spot, I had 3. It was just the worst time. So I went back to the doctors and I said, look, you've got to give me something to like help out with my skin. And at the time it really was pretty bad. So when she saw it, even she was like, whoa. So then they offered me Roaccutane, and they said, oh, before we put you on Roaccutane though, you need to go back onto the pill, because we can't have you getting pregnant and if you're on Roaccutane, because, you know, it will really harm the baby. And I think if you do fall pregnant on Roaccutane, they will actually want you to, I think you have to sign something to say that you will actually terminate your pregnancy. Immediately I was like, no way will I go onto the pill, knowing that, you know, I was in a very catch-22 situation, because I want to get pregnant, I want to have a baby, and if it means that I don't have clear skin, then I'm not going to go onto the pill, clear up my skin, fuck up any chance that I could have by having a baby. And then even the doctor was really understanding. She did say, like, you know, I know the worst thing for you. With me going through like my menopause, I do sometimes get the occasional period. So like the last time I had a period was beginning of March, and I've not had one since. So my body does ovulate sometimes, but it's really difficult to track. I mean, I don't think it's difficult. I think it's, you know, she makes an appearance as and when she wants. And could you just imagine my luck? My luck would be to go onto Roaccutane, and for some reason the pill didn't work, and then I would fall pregnant. God, you know, God forbid. What would I do in that situation? What on earth would I do? The one time that I fall pregnant, I wouldn't be able to like carry on with the pregnancy because it doesn't even bear thinking about. She did say, look, they wouldn't put me on Roaccutane, which is fine because it's no big. They put me onto a new HRT, which is a lot kinder to your skin. And I did say to her, well, why was I not put on this in the first place? But I think it's, you know, with these things, it's all trial and error. You have to try something, you know, it's not one size fits all. So I'm kind of like not too upset about that. So the new progesterone that I take, I think it's a lot less harsher than the old one, because for some reason my hot flushes are back, and they are back with a vengeance. Like, you know, we're like sleeping with the window wide open and like the fan blowing on me constantly. If I could walk around naked, I would. The weight gain on HRT is so real. The weight gain on HRT is so real. I don't think it's HRT. I think it's more just what my body is going through, because, you know, the mid-tire that they speak of, it's so true. Like, I've never had such a huge ass. And, like, sometimes when I run, it jiggles and I can feel it move. Like, when I run, I can feel myself jiggling, and it's the worst feeling for me, because I don't actually remember being like so. I mean, I've always been a pear-shaped. I don't actually remember if I was ever so jiggly, but I need to get back to like the gym like pronto, because like with summer around the corner, this shit it's not on. Like, my memory's like not all there, but I think that's more like me just choosing to like retain information as opposed to stuff that I really should be. You see, like this, I don't actually know what I'm talking about. I'm just talking for the sake of it. I feel like my truth video has been like so therapeutic. I'm just so glad that I was able to sit like in front of you guys and just like hash it out. I'm just gonna contour my nails. This brush, oh my god, this brush is just the one. I love it so much. Guys, if you have the Hoola bronzer and you don't want the brush, please send it my way. I'm loving this Too Faced foundation. Oh, it's so lovely. And you know what, this will just look like this all day, no lie. It will just look like this all day. And then I'm just gonna go in. Oh my god, this is like a proper full face using Too Faced products. Going in with the blusher. What I want to gain from this video is just to be a bit nicer to each other. I just think that with mental awareness, you know, being what it is, just pick up, you know, your phone, just text somebody, just say, hey, how you doing? You're in my thoughts. That is all. Let's just like drop all of this, I've got nothing to gain from you, so I don't want to speak to you anymore, or, you know, let's just like drop all of this negativity. There's too much of it in the world, and who needs it? Who needs more negativity, eh? Right, guys, I've said it before, if you do not own the Flower Beauty highlighter palette, get yourself one. I got mine from Superdrug. It literally is just insane. It's so gorgeous. It's so pretty. I don't have my highlighter brush. I'm just going to use a big fluffy Right, okay, so I am going to use my KKW Beauty and Kylie Jenner. I got this a few weeks ago. It was free international shipping, so I thought absolutely why not. And I'm going to go take this shade here, which is, and then I promise you guys this is going to be a long ass video because I can't even edit much of this, in the shade Twinning, which is this shade there. In the comments below, guys, please let me know what you feel about everything that I've discussed here today. I would love to hear your views. This colour, honestly, it's so stunning. I honestly love it so much. Look at it, it's just gorgeous. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This colour is just life. So this is in the shade Twinning. It's by Kylie Cosmetics, and I bought mine. I think it's a collab with like Kim Kardashian. I just love this colour so much. Right, guys, that is it for me today. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Please like this video. Drop me a comment down below. Again, just before I leave, you know, this was not intended to be like a complete bitch fest. It was just me airing what I've been going through, how I've been feeling, a lot that's gone on with my Instagram page, which I'll link down below. Please give me a follow. Please share my page. Please, if you've used my products, leave us a review on the website or just tag us into V Beauty London, so I can like continue to continue to share your stuff with all my new followers as well. I will definitely see you in a new video very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your evening, whatever you guys are doing, and I will definitely see you in another video very soon. Mwah! Bye for now. Enjoy the bloopers. Yeah. Peace. What? Since the this is what happens now. So over I don't know where the fuck I've put my my beauty blender. Oh my god, I'm amazing to my lashes though.